Hey viewers, welcome to VL Astrology. Once again, I'm Vanita Lenka. I'm a Vedic astrologer, and today I'm going to be talking about Mercury's direct movement. And what exactly does this mean? I'm going to be sharing with you in this video, and I'll be taking you through this, towards the forecast of the month of June till the time it is going to be in the sign of Taurus. Yes, this Mercury is going to be in the sign till the 2nd of July and will be moving into the Gemini sign. And this Mercury has been in the sign till since a long time, since the 25th of April, and went retrograde on the 10th of May. And on the 3rd of June, it's going to go direct. Very important transit and a very impactful transit. And I'm going to be teaching you another technique today, how to look into this Mercury retrogression and getting direct, how you can check yourself, the impact on your personal level. So just stay tuned, do listen to the initial summary part, because it is going to be helpful for the ones who are into astrology or who are learning astrology or who want to actually, understand these transit videos. So transit videos actually, are very comprehensive and can be boring for some. I got many comments saying that it is very boring because, I am not restricting myself to one aspect of life. If I'm covering the whole chart. So that's why, it could be boring for the ones who are watching, who are non-astrologers. So please forgive me for that. But, being an astrologer, I cannot refrain myself from explaining what exactly is a particular movement of the planet impacting you in which sphere. Because you see, the whole chart has to be studied when we are giving the predictions. So how accurate are the predictions is the ultimate thing, I feel so. Because learning astrology being a tool which is actually meant for predicting, for forecasting, we should not actually let go of this tool and waste it on just understanding the subject. So once you have understood the subject, being an astrologer, it is my moral duty to impart my knowledge and also explain you what exactly is happening through the 9 grahas which are there in the horoscope. They all are working in each and every sphere of our life. So we cannot leave out on any. So we must study the whole chart, that is in totality, and the transit videos are also comprehensive and boring for that reason. So please forgive me if I'm quite boring for you all. And to the ones who are enjoying this video, please do subscribe my channel and do hit the like and the share button as well. And don't forget to click the bell icon where you get the updates, and whenever I'm releasing a new video, so you will get the notification. And that will actually keep me and you connected, isn't it? So we should be connected. We all are connected undoubtedly, somewhere or the other in life. We might just meet also. So here Mercury is actually, I'll just share the screen and show you what exactly is the technique. So if you don't want to hear this, I'll be sharing the timestamps in the description box. You can straight away jump to your sign and understand how this transit in Taurus, when Mercury is in retrograde period, also going to be impacting you. So you have the sign where I will be mentioning in the letter segment. So let me share the screen and show you what am I talking about, this new technique that I'm talking about. So it will really be helpful. So somebody told me I need the North Indian and the South Indian chart as well. So here it is. So here you have to see, this is the chart of the time when Mercury is going to be getting direct. If it is not sharing, you can let me know so that I can work through that. So here, when Mercury is getting direct, it is at the India time, New Delhi time, when I am making this chart. And as you can see, that Mercury is in Kritika Nakshatra when Mercury is going to be getting direct. And here the technique is check the condition of moon. If moon and Mercury are forming a good connection, that is, moon is on this particular time, that is 13:31:34 seconds on the 3rd of June, IST, Delhi time. So this moon is in Punarvasu Nakshatra. Now you have to see what kind of connection is this forming with this Mercury. Mercury is in Kritika Nakshatra. So this becomes from, you count from Punarvasu Nakshatra. So when you count from Punarvasu Nakshatra, this becomes the sixth Nakshatra, which is the Sadhaka Nakshatra. So this transit of Mercury in Kritika Nakshatra is going to be giving you good results. Also see the whole month's transit when, what is the condition of Sun. Now Sun is in Rohini when this transit of Mercury is happening in the direct movement. So this will also give you a very good result because this is the ninth one from Rohini. So this becomes the Paramamitra. So when you check the transit of a particular planet, see the condition of Moon and Sun on that particular day. If you can see here, Sun is in Rohini and Moon is in Punarvasu. Here, if you can see the South Indian chart also, so you will get to know that Mercury is in Kritika, Sun in Rohini, Moon in Punarvasu. So this is how you have to check the transit. Now, suppose you want to see how the condition of Ketu and Mercury is, like what is the connection forming between Ketu and Mercury? See, it is the 6-8 relationship otherwise. So, but what is the best part about this is that Mercury is in Kritika and Ketu is in Vishakha. So again, it is the Paramamitra and it is the second tride which is working because Vishakha is in the second tride and Purva Bhadra is in the third tride. So in the second tride, you have to put little bit of hard work, and 6-8 relationship means that you are going to be getting little bit of obstacles in relationship and financials, but it is overall going to be giving you a good result as far as your Ketu's position in the sky is concerned. So if we see 6-8 relationship, we'll completely write it off, right? But here Mercury is in Kritika and Ketu is in Vishakha, again Jupiter's nakshatra. So this is also a good connection. So this is how you have to check. So Moon in Punarvasu, Sun in Rohini. So this movement of Mercury in direct motion is auspicious. Okay. So this is how you should be checking the condition of a particular planet at the time of the transit. So when the transit is good, it is going to be overall a good period. So this is what I wanted to mention. And also in Taurus, in Kritika Nakshatra from 22nd April, this transit has been taking place. So till the 6th of May in Kritika, Rohini 6th May to the 15th May, Kritika again on the 15th May till the 18th of June. Then again, Mercury moves into Rohini from the 18th of June till the 28th of June. And in Mrigashira from 28th of June till the 5th of July. So till the 2nd of July in Taurus and 5th of July in Gemini sign. So that's how you have to understand where your Kritika, where is your Rohini, where is your Mrigasira. You have to see yourself and connect with your natal planets and the planets in the sky. So this is how, if you have any planets working in these zones like Kritika, Rohini, or Mrigasira, so this transit of Mercury is a very important transit. So you should always connect your planets, which nakshatra they are in, and what kind of connection they are forming with the transiting planets nakshatra. So you will get the actual cycle, the Tara chakra, how it is working. So you should make your moon, your moon's nakshatra your base actually. That is the Janma nakshatra or any nakshatra you are actually studying. Suppose you are having a Venus dasha and Venus is in Punarvasu nakshatra, for example. So this transit of Mercury is a positive transit because it's the 6th house transit, 6th Tara transit. So it's a good transit for you. It's a sadhaka. Whatever jobs you will take up, it will be auspicious for you. But if it is not forming a good connection, so it will give you little negative results related to Mercury. Mercury is communication, speech, education. Children also we see from Mercury, when we talk about education. So all that is very important. So now let's talk about what exactly is going to be happening after Mercury is turning direct. See, Mercury was in Taurus sign, and the ruler of Taurus sign is Venus, which is right now in affliction, because of which, we are hearing so many things, so many news about the music industry. Mercury is in the sign ruled by Venus, and it is also combust. So this also means communication, music. We see from the speech, anything related to speech is also Mercury. So that's the reason when the ruler of the Taurus sign, where Mercury is seated, got afflicted, then we started to feel the results. That's also one way of relating with the incidences which have already happened. See, to pinpoint any kind of event, we astrologers just read the indications. We get the indications. Now, Mercury being the ruler of speech, music, communication, Venus being arts, film industry, glam industry, music industry, fashion industry. So we have to connect these. Now, there is also one more affliction, which is Ketu. Ketu is in Libra sign. So Libra is also, the sign of glam world, business, market, and relationships. Suddenly you are feeling that lack of communication, missing out on the right kind of communication with people. You're having misunderstandings often with people. So all that is also because right now the ruler of the Libra sign and Taurus sign is afflicted. It's in Rahu Ketu axis, that is Venus. Also, Ketu, since is in Libra sign, I have heard many cases where people are actually going through a lot. People are not able to communicate or communicate well or convey what they are feeling in their relationships, because it's a sign of harmony. Also, in businesses, people will suddenly feel the topsy-turvy ride, because of Ketu. Ketu detaches you, gives suddenness. So there will be sudden increase in market trend or decrease in market trends also, which has already been felt and seen and observed by many. So this is how, you should study the transit. That is how, the initial summary part, I always speak in a flow. So you should actually try to absorb the maximum, because these are the predictive tools. You must understand, until unless you have the knowledge about the basic concepts, you will not be able to predict. And I keep sharing my knowledge initially in the beginning part of each video. And every time I try to impart something new, something different. So stay tuned. Every time, whenever I'm uploading the video, must understand that there will be something new to take away. So let's start with the predictive, and let me share the screen and we go through the, 1 second, no, not this one. Let me share. Where is it? Yeah, here. So we are going to be taking up Aries sign first. So let me start a note, right? So for Aries natives, now this transit is happening over your second house. Mercury was retrograde and was moving towards the first house. It is also said that. So now when Mercury is getting direct, now it will start giving you the results completely of the second house. So you will be having a wonderful time making financial plans, devising methods to increase productivity and efficiency in your business. You may also take time to make commercial agreements, sign contracts, and you're also interested in reading books. You are actually going to be enhancing your intellectual pursuits. If you are into that occupation, teaching, or you're a professor, or you are into writing, publishing, or something related to reading books. So this transit is going to be giving you good results now. And also on the Mercury is going to be coming out of its combustion also on the 1 second, I'll tell you. Mercury was till the 9th of June, Mercury is combust. So after 9th of June, you will find that things are now getting better. Any kind of event which is like imparting knowledge or training others or making money, or taking advice, seeking help, all that is going to be giving you positive results. And you are going to be actually valuing your ethics, your work nature, and how you imply those in your practical way. And you will be also taking some short trips for work, or maybe you are going to be concerned about your teeth region, your skin also. And you might spend on buying something which actually enhances your skills, maybe something to do with that. Suppose you are a musician yourself, so you're going to be maybe purchasing the instrument. Or if you are very fond of books, so you will be reading more books, you'll be buying more books. So the tools are going to be enhancing right now. So this is also a very good time for any kind of financial plannings and agreements and formulating the business and signing of contracts. You can go ahead with education, any kind of relationship with the co-workers, which is going to be improving. And also there will be some influential people that you will be actually meeting and coming across. You are not supposed to give any kind of loans, or any kind, you should not be getting involved in any kind of litigation also with your relatives, especially. Avoid giving hand loans to anyone who is actually asking for, which is going to be actually giving you some problems, or maybe you will not get the money that you have opted for, you have been expecting. Okay, so I'll just give you a few dates, just make a note. From the 3rd, because this Mercury is going to get direct, so 3rd till the 9th, this is a very good time to sign the contracts, do something new, change the job. If you are looking for that also, this is a very good time. From 10th to the 14th also, you will be having some connection with the influential people, or you will be going in for heavy investments, and you'll be making good amount of money as well. Travel plans will also culminate. 15th to the 17th, be a little extra cautious about your expenditures, just hold on to yourself. 18th to the 18th to the 20th also, there will be some investments you are going to be planning, and you are going to be starting some journeys, or you are going to be going in for some higher education. That is 21st till the 23rd. There will be some investment planning, or there will be some advice you'll be seeking from your family members, and you might be just going out with your partner and dining out as well, is quite likely. Or maybe some delegation is here and you're going out and planning something. A good time for a competition also. 24th, 25th, you have to be a little extra careful about your communication with your neighbors, with your siblings, with your friends. There can be some confusion, or there can be some misunderstanding which can come up. So take care. 26th, 27th is also a very good time for being at home and getting connected with the people at home, or starting any kind of new education, getting connected with your past, and some relief is also coming your way. You're going to be relaxed. 28th, 29th, and the 28th, 29th, 30th is the time when you can be going in for some job change. You're going to be communicating with people, you're meeting people, and that's going to be giving you some actually positive results. Any kind of physical labor, physical workouts can also be initiated when it is on the 28th, 29th, and the 30th. And entertainment, creativity, all that is also going to be a part of your growth. Coming to the next sign, that is Taurus. So let me write it here, text. So for Taurus natives, this transit is happening over your first house, and Mercury is going to be combust till the 9th of June. So be careful about your speech. Skin related issues, eye trouble can also be there. So take care of all that. But it is definitely going to be the time when you are going to be having a lot of personal reactions, which are going to be very different than your regular ones. You might be giving the expression to others that you are very intelligent, you're very alert, and you're going to be having a lot of curiosity and self-confidence and self-expression also during this time. And there is a lot of communication which is going to take place, and you are going to be very competitive. And maybe your neighbors, your siblings, they are going to be helpful to you, and there might be that you have to get connected with your children, your romantic partner, who is going to be a big time support. Any kind of short trips if you have to make, you will be taking that up as well. Any kind of lecture, writing, speech, if you have to go in for all that, so this period is going to be that favorable for you. You will be looking up to somebody for the upkeep. Maybe you will be getting influence. Some influencer is going to be influencing you, and you're going to be following that dressing, and you'll be copying that person, imitating that person to dress up, to walk, and the basic hygiene you're going to be conscious about. And this can also bring about that arrogance till the 9th of June, especially because Mercury is with Sun in the first house. So do not fall prey to the ego, because when Mercury was retrograde, was moving backwards towards the 12th house, so you will now feel quite relaxed and relieved. You were traveling and you were away from your children, maybe from your partner, you were away. So now you're going to reunite with your partner. And also this is going to be giving you some environment where your rivalry might aggravate. So just be careful about your co-workers, or maybe somebody at the place of work is conspiring. So just be a little extra alert, and things are going to be better off for you. Any which ways, it is a good time for financial growth, I would say. From the 3rd to the 9th is the time when you might be traveling, you might be planning something new, something different, reading books, forming a new maybe a library. You're going to be actually introducing, maybe you're going to be making your library well. And 10th to the 14th, now 10th to the 14th is a very good period to initiate a new job. You want to initiate your journey, onward journey, collaboration, signing of contracts, all that is going to be taking place. And 15th, 16th, 17th is the time when you can be going in for some investments, and you'll be making good amount of money also. 18, 19, 20th, be careful about your expenditures and travels. While traveling, make sure everything is intact, your passport, your visa, everything is done well. Otherwise, it will be a little complicated time. It can be a little harassing time also. So make sure all your paperwork is done, and take care of your health as well. 21st, 22nd, 23rd is a very good time again for planning something new, enhancing your skills. You are going to be competitive. Speech, maybe something you're going to be delivering the speech or a lecture. You're going to be training others, making leaders out of leaders, as I say. So you are going to be having all those during this phase, especially 21st to the 23rd. 24th, 25th is the time when you have to be careful about your eating, what you eat, what you talk, your speech, all that you have to be taking care during this time. And do not convey anything which can hurt others. It might be really bouncing back later. 26th and 27th, very good time for travels, for forming a connectivity with your siblings, neighbors, and children. So this is going to be making you a little more expressive and emotional. 28th and 29th, also 30th, I would take. These are the 3 dates when you will be having some kind of place change. Maybe you're traveling, or maybe you're going to be changing your house. You're shifting out from the place where you are, or you will be going in for some purchases, a purchasing of land, property, vehicle, or starting a new education. Anything which you have to do, which initiates something, you will be calm and composed on these dates, and you will be doing it as well. So make sure that everything is done in a meticulous manner during this time. Okay. Coming to the next sign, that is Gemini. So for Gemini natives, this transit is happening over your 12th house. So 12th house transit generally is about expenditures, it is about your psychological awareness. Now here, Mercury, when was in retrogression, it was giving you good results. Why? Because it was moving backwards and it was like giving you connections with people. You know, you were meeting your friends, old friends again, or maybe, you know, communication suddenly became, it just bounced a lot. You know, you were communicating with people, you were having a lot of friends around you, investments were actually paying you well. But now when Mercury is going to go direct, it is going to be in your 12th house zone. So your intuition is going to be actually favoring you. You have to depend on your gut. So this will actually give you more investigative kind of a feeling. You will suddenly start feeling, that, you want to do more. You're just energizing yourself intuitively, and you're going to be channelizing your energies towards the higher source. This is also a very good time to get connected with your own self. You know, when you are actually focusing on these things, you are actually depending more on your own self, subconscious you. So this is also a very good time where you will be strongly motivated and imaginative as well. You should go in for some meditation, or some pranayams you should be doing in the morning, and even the Surya Arghya you should be taking in the morning. You should be giving the watering the sun god. So that will also really be helpful. Also, there can be some mental distortion. You have that maybe a lot of stress. So you have to take care of your thought process, because that stress, if you can just handle it well, it will give you good results. Because this is not a bad transit overall, because Moon and Sun are forming a good connectivity with Mercury. As I said in the initial summary part, you should hear a new technique that I have mentioned, which is really going to be big time helpful. So you are now well stimulated, well rejuvenated, because you have taken a break. You really need that break, and you should be actually focusing on your health. You should be focusing more on your subconscious growth, how you can just grow internally. So this is a very good time for all that. And maybe, you are going to be changing the place, you're going to be moving, you're going to be signing some documents with foreign collaborations. Too much of communication is going to be actually enhancing soon after Mercury is turning direct and moving towards your, by the end of this transit, especially in the Rohini Nakshatra, when Mercury transits through, and that is from the 18th June to the 28th of June. So that's the time when Mercury is going to be in Moon's Nakshatra. So you're going to be actually charged up emotionally, and you're going to be making some major decisions during that time. So that is the time you should be actually seeking advice from an astrologer as well. I'm giving you a few dates. Just be careful from the 3rd to the 9th, because that's the time when you can have some health issues, or maybe you will communicate something, you will lose your temper. So just make sure that you lie low, maintain a low profile, because it will otherwise make you more maybe arrogant. So just maintain that low profile. From the 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, from 10th to the 14th, good time for you. Travels, or maybe forming a connection with the guru, or now you have learned your lesson, so suddenly you have actually risen from the frivolous issues. So now you're going to be looking up to the people, up to your surroundings well, and you're going to be looking at a bigger picture now. That clearer picture you're going to be getting. 15, 16, 17, a good time for changing your job, place change, travels, foreign collaborations, meeting your partner, potential partner. All that is going to happen during this time, can happen. 18th, 19th, and 20th, be careful about your investments. You can go wrong, or there can be some problems through your own people. So do not get carried away and make decisions. That's not going to help you. On the 21st, 22nd, 23rd, now this is the time when you can make heavy expenditures, or maybe you are going to be seeing somebody who is hospitalized, or you're going to be having some lot of workload, and you're going to be actually spending lone time more. You're spending time to yourself because you're very busy. So that is also quite likely. But expenditures, of course, you have to control. From the 24th till the 24th, 25th is the time when you have to be a little extra careful about your speech, about how you communicate with people. Maybe you're traveling and then, you are going to be having some delays. You're writing something, you might be committing some mistakes during this time, or you're going to be quite detached from everybody. You don't feel like talking to anybody, and that can also be the case. So make sure that you are not losing your temper, you're not losing your cool on these 2 dates. 26th, 27th, a good time for starting anything new. If you have to go in for some travel plans, dining out, taking the foreigners who have come for work, some delegation is there, you can also take them away from out for change. 28, 29, 30th, now this is the time for travels, short journeys, making some major decisions related to your work. And also this can be giving you some lectures or study material, communication, what kind of communication you go through, that is also being decided. So these are all, the placements of Mercury in the Navmansha, I must tell you, and that's how I relate with it. So these are actually the basics of astrology to understand the transit positions. So this is what is going to be the month like for Mercury sign. So coming to the next sign, that is Cancer. So for Cancer natives, this transit is happening over your 11th house. So this is going to be giving you a lot of interest in 11th house is considered to be good. Any transit which is happening in the 11th house is considered to be good. Now in retrogression also it has given you good results, though. For Cancer natives, this has been a very tiring and a very full of work. I would say you were loaded with work kind of a month. Now you're going to be getting little relief. You're going to be meeting your friends often. You're going to be spending more time rejuvenating yourself. You're going to be actually hanging out with your people, with your siblings, with your friends, or the community you move around in. It is going to be a very good time for communication, for conversations, and it is going to be giving you some reality check as well. Reality check as far as your investments are concerned. So you should seek help and advice from the people who are into it, that is the experts. If you work in a technical part, any technical aspect, so it is a very good time for you. Innovation, there is something new, something out of the box you're going to be coming up with very good ideas. And there is a possibility of participation in the trade union organizations, and also it can be that you become very much idealistic, or there are many ideals you're going to be following during this time, and you will be actually gaining good support from the influential people, from your friends. They're going to be guiding you through. So this is definitely a very positive time for you, with Mercury turning direct. And also the dispositor is in the Kendra. So this is going to be giving you some new moves that you're going to be making, and definitely some relief coming your way, because since the past 1 month, since Mercury was in retrogression, things had been, from the 10th of May till the 3rd of June, as I said. So you have been going through that uneasiness or too much of workload. So you'll feel better. From the 3rd to the 9th, this is the time when you will be getting support from your partner, new business, some new contracts coming your way, you'll be signing, and you will be traveling also, and you'll be meeting new people, new influential people. 10th to the 14th, now this is the time when you will be having some health issues, or maybe sudden upheavals you have to go through, because of which some obstacles at the place of work or at home front. So you have to be a little extra cautious, or maybe you're travel plans get postponed, delayed, or some kind of, but it is a good time for ancestral property in case you are waiting for some property papers to get cleared. So this is going to be the positive time. 15th, 16th, 17th is a good time for travels, signing contracts, applying for visa. All that, is stuck till now because I had forewarned not to go in for all those things. So now you can go ahead with it. 18th, 19th, and 20th is also the time when you will be making decisions related to your workplace, work culture, job change, profile change is anticipated. Or maybe, you're going to be getting a new assignment and you have to work really hard. 21st, 22nd, and 23rd is also a very good time for initiating anything new. Some new, ideas you will get. Neighbors will support you, your siblings will support you, and you're going to be getting a lot of income. Maybe some money flow is also going to be there. 24, 25th, just be watchful about your health, about your communication, and your expenditure, especially. 26, 27, good time for communicating with people, addressing the problems that you have been going through. And you're going to be self-reliant, and maybe, you're going in for some speeches, lectures. So travel plans you are going to be making. 28, 29, 30th, good time to form a connection with the family members, and also for investments in case you have to make any kind of changes. So you will be doing that. Food items, consumption of food, outside food is also quite likely. Okay, coming to the next sign, that is Leo. So for Leo natives, this transit is happening over your 10th house. And Mercury was moving backwards in the 9th house. So you must have been traveling a lot, or there has been a lot of confusion at the place of work also because of this. But right now, with Mercury transiting through the your 10th house in direct motion, is going to be giving you elevation. You're going to be getting busier, because 10th house transit will definitely enhance the correspondence, the communication, or new businesses, new people you'll be getting connected with. Also, this is a sign of finance and is conjunct Sun. So government policies, agencies, you're going to be formulating, or you'll be getting connected to some professional activities related to media, marketing, or something to do with any kind of consultancy that you're involved in is going to enhance now. And you will be having some connections with your siblings, neighbors, and friends as well. Or maybe you are going to be having some kind of complications here and there with them. So sort it out, and you may be exploring these specialized trainings, or maybe you're going to be having some kind of arguments with the superiors or professionals, and a confusion can come up. So just be watchful. Otherwise, it's a very good time for reputation, name, and fame. You're going to be enhancing your skills. You're going to be thinking of growth, and you will be having some major communication, which is going to give you some future planning. Some real concrete stuff is coming your way, which is going to be helping you grow. So the growth prospects are very high, and being the ruler of the second and the Dana Bhavas, it is going to be generating more wealth. So you are going to be maybe getting some money, will be coming in. Suddenly you will feel that things have started to get momentum. From the 3rd to the 9th, now this is the time when you will be having some health issues, or maybe you will be focusing on health, or you're going to be following some strict diet, strict business, some strict routine in the life. You're, in the corporate sector, you need to have a routine life. Or if you are a student yourself, you're going to be formulating some really good rules for yourself, and you'll be following that meticulously as well. Also, it is going to be giving you from the 10th to the 14th. Now, this is going to be giving you a good relationship with the outside world. You're going to be forming a good connection, enhancing your business skills, travel plans are going to actually help you, and you're going to be moving and generating more business also. And 15th, 16th, 17th, I would request you to take care of your health, take care of your eyesight, take care of your skin. Maybe you have skin rashes, something related to skin can come up, some eruptions. So take care. Plus minus few days we do take. maybe, when I'm making this video, it might just sound that this is going to happen that very day. No, it is never going to be. Any kind of event has to take place plus minus. So we have to take 1 week plus minus. Also 18th, 19th and 20th, very good time to get connected with your older people. You want to understand what exactly, which path you're taking, enhancing your skills. You're feeling stagnant, so you want to do things for something which gives you more that peppy thing, around you, enthusiasm. It just elevates you. So you're going to be doing those kind of activities, maybe some adventure trip you'll be taking on the 21st, 22nd, 23rd. Now this is a very good time if you want to take up any kind of proposition that you're getting at place of work. You will be actually focusing on that, and you will be taking it up, and it is going to be positive. 24th, 25th, just be careful. Forewarning, do not go in for major decisions related to your investments. Do not depend on your own friends on these 2 dates, especially. Maybe they will advise you, or they will just take you further on. Do this, do that. Don't get carried away. Just avoid. Okay. 26th, 27th is the time when you will be making a lot of expenditures. There can be people you'll be getting connected to who are in the foreign lands, or you're going to be working for an MNC. You're going to be changing the job, and you're going to be traveling out of the place where you are. So you are going to be making these kind of changes and decisions. Someday it has to come, right? So it cannot be that any transit can trigger that. So you can be taking this as an opportunity. 28th, 29th, 30th is the time when you will be focusing more on your personality, your growth, your communication, your speech, enhancing your skills, travel plans, some momentum you'll be getting, related to your work, your studies, if you're a student, or your childbirth, you're planning anything like that. So all those events are going to get triggered up, either or any of the events that you have been looking for. So this is a very positive time for you. So make sure that you follow these dates, and do let me know in the comment section if anything matched up. Even if it didn't match up, please do let me know. So coming to the Virgo sign. So for Virgo natives, this transit is happening over your 9th house. And 9th house is a very, it's a house where you actually, you get the optimal time to apply for admission, or the job. You publish, give lectures, you take long or short trips, and communicate with people of different cultures, and associate yourself with the universities. So all that can happen during this time. So which is definitely going to be giving you some new perspective, and to new, you're going to be actually looking into the matters in a very different perspective. You're enhancing your, approach towards life. You're changing your approach, your perspective towards life. And in case you have any kind of discrepancies about religious or philosophical or educational or cultural concepts, so this is the time which can actually, enhance those. So you have to actually be very careful about your own thought process. See, anything can happen, which, if you maneuver yourself, that is something which is called the free will. So we all have the free will. And if there are certain things which are destined, definitely they also happen because of our free will. We make wrong choices also, we make wrong decisions, but that too is predestined. But definitely we have to go through the good and the bad and the ugly as well. So this is the time when you will be having some connection with the people in the foreign land. You're going to be making some changes and choices at the professional career growth. You're going to be traveling, because Mercury is traveler also. Mercury is communication. So this is going to enhance all that as well. So in case you're having any kind of communication, lack of communication, so it's better to communicate with people. Excuse me for a minute. So it is going to enhance all that. You might just come across somebody who is going to be helping you in your profession, and understanding your career. Maybe you'll be going in for some consultation, from the, or you seek advice from the experts. You can also go in for booking your appointment with an astrologer. That is also quite likely with Mercury in your ninth house transit, because you see, whenever the Lagnesh is in the ninth house and in retrogression, it is moving backwards towards the eighth house. So that is something which you're coming out of, the eighth house transit. You were having some communication gap with people, obstacles were there, hurdles you were feeling, whatever you're doing, you're not able to complete, they slowed because of this Mercury retrogression. But suddenly, you will start feeling after the 3rd of June, things have started to move further on, because Mercury is stationary for a few hours, 12 hours approximately, and then starts moving in the forward motion. So when Mercury is in, stagnant, it is not moving. So that will be the time when you will get a lot of opportunity or a lot of contemplation time. You will be able to make decisions. You will get that clarity. And then Mercury will start giving you the results when it moves further on. So that is going to be happening after the 3rd or the 4th, we can say gently, a day we take. So any kind of university you want to enroll, you can be doing that as well. And this is a very good time for starting education, higher learning. Okay. So I'm giving you a few dates. So make a note of the dates. From the 3rd to the 9th, when Mercury goes direct. So that's the time when you will be having some connection with the outside world, entertainment industry, if you're involved in entertainment or creative background. So this is going to be a good period. You will be coming up with some brilliant ideas, and you'll be actually getting that kind of connection with those people who are going to appreciate and going to be giving you that kind of green go signal, and you're going to be taking it further on the 10th to the 14th. Now this is the time when you will be focusing more on your health, on your professional growth, enhancing your skills, being meticulously planning. Being meticulous is also, like being organized. What you really want to do, how you want to plan your career future. So all that you will be doing during this time. And there will be some movement also you will be feeling, maybe travels, or you're going to be meeting new people during this time, some foreign collaborations also on cards. Any kind of job change if you want to go in for also is quite likely. 15th to the 17th, 15, 16, 17. Now these 3 dates, you have to be a little extra careful about your speech or communication with the people around you. There can be some misunderstanding, but at the same time, you're going to be maybe traveling, you're going to be meeting new people, you'll be going in for some business, you are thinking of starting a new business. So all that is quite likely, and you should be taking it up to the other level. 18th to the 20th, you have to take care of your health. You might feel that slowdom again. There can be boredom, there can be slowdom, there can be that you are not able to make right kind of choices. So I think when you have these kind of dates, you should avoid making major decisions. Otherwise, it's a good good transit. 21st till the 23rd, that is 21st, 22nd, 23rd is the time when you will be making some major decisions related to your career, your job, your education, university enrollment. You can be doing that. You are actually looking at the bigger picture, what is in the future. So all that you're going to be contemplating and planning, and you'll be getting good results as well. Also, on the 24th and the 25th, do not these are the 2 dates when you should not this is a transitional phase. You should not be going in for major changes during this time. Maybe you should give it a 2 days time. You have to move out of your place where you're living, or you have to move out of the department or the place you're working. So just avoid these 2 dates. You can do it the next day, that is on the 26th, 27th. These 2 dates are very good dates. You can be very emotionally attached with your friends. You can be going in for some investments, and you'll be doing the right kind of decisions, making right kind of choices. And also you'll be very innovative. You're very desirous. You're going to be getting that desire fulfillment also on the 26th, 27th. 28th, 29th, 30th is the time when you can be going in for major investments, or you'll be losing some money, expenditures on cards, and also buying and purchasing of electronic goods, or maybe you are going to be spending on your children during this time. Okay, so this is what is the Mercury direct time going to be looking like. Coming to the next sign, that is Libra. So for Libra natives, this transit is happening over your eighth house, because it is Taurus sign and it's the eighth house for you. So this is something, which will give you a lot of confusion right now, because when Mercury was retrograde, I think that was a little better phase. But this is something which is the eighth house, so you become very obsessive about something, some things in life. But also this is a very good placement. See, the dosha is not there for Mercury, there's no blemish on Mercury when it is in the eighth house. So it actually is about your hidden aspects of life. What do you think? The way you think is about, you must have got a lot of ideas. When Mercury was retrograde, you wanted to do bigger things. You just go back and see, since the 10th of May, what exactly have you gone through? You only are the best judge actually about whatever has happened in your life. So you might have got suddenly enthusiastic about doing things, but you feel stuck, you feel stranded. As it is, these videos which are floating in the market, about Mercury retrograde, they also actually spoil things. Because it's like barely baked knowledge is also dangerous. So what happens, only good things, only the right kind of what people want to hear, people will just present. But the negative aspect of these transits, nobody wants to share. Then the views will not go up. That's sad. So we must look at this transit in totality. Eighth house is the house of transformation. You will be getting transformed during this Mercury retrogression. You actually must have felt that you're getting brilliant ideas, you're going to be putting them, but you're not able to take them forward. Now is the time when you will be taking them forward, because Mercury is turning direct and is going to be moving towards your ninth house, and it is leaving the zone of the seventh and the eighth houses. So this definitely is a it's about the hidden tones, the occult sciences, the mysterious phenomena. All that is going to get triggered up now with this Mercury getting direct. But this definitely is a very positive time to go in for research work, if at all you want to do some kind of study which requires a lot of working. So you will be going in for that, but you have to take care of your skin rash. You have to take care, you should be actually be careful about your routine, because you're procrastinating and it is going to be giving you a lot of laid back attitude. So Saturn is also going to be turning retrograde, not to forget. So I will be sharing with you my insights on that. Your Yoga Karagraha will be turning retrograde. So things are going to be improving gradually for you, especially next year, when Saturn transits through your fifth house, though I'm digressing. But yeah, Saturn transiting your fifth house would be definitely better, because the Kantaka Shani Daya will be getting over. Now I'm giving you a few dates, make a note. 3rd to the 9th is the time when you will be moving place, maybe shifting out, starting a new education, enhancing yourself, brilliantly. You'll be working, you'll be getting all those positive, the accolades or the positive, feedbacks from others. And also you're going to be planning something new during this time. You're very innovative. And 10th to the 14th is the time when you will be going in for some new relationship. Communication with children improves. You're going to be very serious about your approach towards life is now getting a little serious. And also this can lead to some innovative ideas which are going to be actually enhancing you as a person. Maybe some new store you're opening, the chain of stores you have, and now you're going to be adding up, or you're going to be adding up more of entertainment for others, that those kind of activities you're going to be incorporating in whatever business you are in. Being a consultant, if you're a consultant or teacher, this is also a good time. 15th, 16th, 17th, you're going to be having some fitness regime, organized structure, planning, everything you're going to be planning right now during this time. And it is definitely going to be very positive. Any kind of litigation, loans that you have, you're going to be repaying them. From the 15th, 16th, 17th, 10th to 14th, 15th to 17th. Now, 18th, 19th, and 20th. be careful about your communication with the people around you. With your business partner, you might have a tiff, you can have a small argument, and that can lead to some kind of stress and some problem in the relationship. Chemistry and the bonding might suffer with your partner, in your relationship, and in your business also. Travels might get delayed, postponed, and it might just be the area of worry and frustration. 21st, 22nd, 23rd, you have to make right kind of choices now. You will be on the crossroads. What do you want to do? Where you want to go? All that decision making will be coming your way, and you will be making right kind of choices, because something is going to end and some new beginnings, I would say, would happen, especially on the 21st, 22nd, 23rd. Very important time. Just take care of your health. Somebody in the hospital, maybe you are going to be visiting. 24th, 25th is the time when you can have some complications related to your studies, your education. Maybe you're changing the place, you're in the transition, and you're feeling quite uneasy. And foreign collaborations are going to be little problematic, so you have to be little extra careful on these 2 dates. 26th, 27th, very good time. Go ahead with whatever you are having in your hand. Maybe your work, your some project that you're doing, that will come to completion. You will get all the benefits at the place of work also. In case you have to plan your business consultation, you're changing your profession, changing your stream, seek help, seek advice. Your personal chart is the main thing, so you can just seek help on these advice on these 2 dates especially. 28th, 29th, 30th is very good time again for investments, for innovative ideas, formulating your organizing the structure, or meeting with more of the people you move around with, your community, your neighbors, your friends, your immediate circle, and then you will be actually having that kind of communication. The gap that you were having is going to get better. You're going to be filling that gap. Okay, coming to the next sign, that is Scorpio. That's the reason my videos get so long, because I take up the dates. Okay, so now we have this transit of Mercury happening over your 7th house. You see, 7th house transit is considered to be very good for striking any kind of communication with the people, significant people, or with your partners, in your relationship. It's a good time to talk about your difficulties that have arisen in your relationship. Figure it out and sort it out. You will now be enjoying the intellectual conversations which you were missing out with Mercury in retrogression. You were organized, you were not having that laid back attitude till now, but now is the time when you're going to be actually implementing the things which you have not been able to. Now is the time, because Mercury is moving in the direct motion now. It's not moving backwards. When a planet is moving backwards, it's not a demoted Mercury, thankfully. It is at 1 degree 58 minutes, as you can see, but it is not moving back to the previous sign, thankfully. So otherwise it would have been a fallen Mercury. But here, this Mercury is moving forward. So you're going to be actually communicating with people. You're going to be getting into that business or the startup you have been planning. You have been planning till now. Now it's going to be implementing time. So you might have some debates, some kind of competition, some kind of controversial issues that you have to handle as well simultaneously. So maintain that peace and the calmness. You're going to be making some contracts, some negotiations. This is a good time. Any kind of intellectual activities, teaching, learning, reading, writing, consultations, this is a very positive time for you. This can also lead to some legal complications, because Mercury is your 8th lord also. So be careful when you're making decisions related to your health and your inheritances, and what exactly is very important monetarily. So make decisions very, very carefully. Any kind of argument can lead to legal distress. So be careful about all that. I'm giving you a few dates. Make a note from the 3rd to the 9th. Now, this is a very important time. If you want to plan your journeys, plan any kind of communication, you want to strike any kind of collaborations, any kind of signing of agreements, you should be doing that during this time. Very imaginative, very innovative, very communicative. There are certain important calls that you're going to be making during these dates, and you'll be actually making, you'll be taking this further on. That collaboration that you have actually you've been wanting, that will also be happening. And also any kind of PR, visa, anything which is stuck is now going to be getting to the next level. 10th to the 14th is the time when you can be changing place. You can be moving out of your residence, changing residence, or maybe, you'll be buying something related to your need, which is not a, which is actually compulsory that you needed, and you buy that, maybe landed property, vehicle, something which is very basic. Books, maybe, you're starting some education. If you're a child, you're going to be actually doing that. So these are very good times for initiating of anything new, spending more time with your family members. This is your mother's lap where Aquarius sign is. And Saturn is also there. So you will be having a very serious approach towards your family, your house, your residence, your education. 15th, 16th, 17th is the time when you can be getting more involved in the entertainment, innovation. You want some time for yourself where you can unwind. You might be getting connected with your children. You'll be communicating with them. They'll be talking to you about what they feel, how their life is going, what all is happening. So all that is quite likely on the 15, 16, 17. 18th, 19th, 18th, 19th, 20th. Now, this is the time when you will be having you will be planning everything related to your work. You will be forming a connection with your co-workers. You're making leaders out of leaders. You're going to be actually spending more time on yourself and your self-growth and how you can help others. So this is the time when you should be utilizing these energies. There can be some confusion, or maybe, you're already involved in some litigation. So there can be, a delayed decision. So that might just frustrate you, but don't worry. You're going to be getting that decision soon, because Mercury is turning into the direct motion gradually, and it will give you that result as well. Don't worry about that. Just take care of your fitness, take care of your health during this time. Do not make any major decisions related to your loans, debts, disease. Maybe you change your doctor. So all that you have to do during these 3 dates. 21st, 22nd, 23rd. Now, these are the 3 dates when you are going to be actually, doing something significant: communication, conversation, debates, encounters, controversial issues you're going to be sorting out. So all that is going to be giving you a different perspective. You're going to be meeting scholarly people. So just enjoy the conversation during this time. You're going to be maybe starting some new business. Be careful on the 24th, 25th. These are not good dates at all. They might just give you distress, and it might be just giving you some health issues also. So take care. Do not drive in rash. Don't be a rash driver. 26th, 27th, again a very good time. 2 days, study, enhance your skills, do things which can actually elevate you, take you to the other level. So think big, grow big, and maybe you are going to be going in for some adventurous trip, pilgrimage, or you're going to be taking up a break, and you're going out of the place where you are, and you're going to be unwinding. So these are very good dates for you. And then we have 28th, 29th, 30th, very positive dates again, because this will give you elevation at the place of work, some good news coming your way, change of job, change of department, change of profile, foreign collaborations, enhancing your skills, all that, or visiting a religious place is also quite likely. So this is going to be a good time for starting any kind of new education, new startup, or some entertainment industry you will be getting attached to, or some influential people you'll be getting help and seeking help and advice from. So very good time. Senior, superiors, co-workers, they're going to be supportive of you last 3 days of the month. Okay, so this is a good time for you. Coming to the next sign, that is Sagittarius. So let's do Sagittarius now. So for Sagittarius natives, this transit is happening over your 5th house and 6th house. And 6th house is actually the time where you will be focused more on the details of everything. You are going to be focused on your health, on your work, or you are going to be focusing more on the aspects where you are going to be which aspects which require attention, maybe your litigation, any of the aspects, disease, loans, relatives, friends. You're going to be focusing more on these zones during this time. And also, you will be able to recognize who's doing what. You will be able to actually guide through your co-workers, your people. You're having that servitude in you. Suddenly, you will realize that there is a lot of work to do, but there has to be less stress during this time. Otherwise, it will lead to mental tension and anxiety. So make sure that you do not get carried away and make wrong, unnecessary decisions during this time, which lead to stress. Take a break. Any kind of misunderstandings are there, you sort them out. These are the times that you can have some misunderstandings with your colleagues. So work it out. You are going to be figuring that out, and you're going to be sorting it out also. So this is the time any kind of misunderstandings is cleared up also. Also, there is a this is a good time to be healing others and yourself as well. Healing could be that you're seeking help from the Ayurveda, herbal treatment, potions, or any kind of you're taking help from the other source of cure or medical treatment. You're not following the actual conventional path. You're taking up something different, so that is going to be helpful. And also, I'm giving you a few dates. Make a note, and this will be a very positive transit as far as your work is concerned and as far as your investments is concerned. Very positive time. 3rd to the 9th is the time when you will be having a lot of focus on investments, on financials. You're going to be thinking about taking seeking advice from the experts, and you're going to be starting some new education also. 10th to the 14th 10th to the 14th is the time to travel, to learn more, enjoy the communication with people. You are going to be changing your perspective towards others, your neighbors, your siblings. You're going to be sorting out things, and these things are going to be favorable for you also. From the 15th to the 15th, 16th, 17th, from the 10th to the 14th, I said, okay, 15th to the 17th is the time when you will be having good communication with your family members. You'll be home, you'll be starting a new education, you'll be spending more time with your own family members. You might just be enjoying talking to some guru of yours, seeking astrological consultation, advice. That will be helpful also in these dates that I've mentioned. 18th, 19th, and 20th is the time when you will be connecting with your children, or maybe this is a good time for starting education, a competition. You're going to be having innovative ideas, investments, planning your future. All that is quite likely, but be careful. There can be some confusion or break in agreement also during this time. In case you want to apply for PR, 10 to the 14th, PR, visa, GC, all that you can do from 10 to the 14th. Very good time. It might just get delayed, but it will definitely work out for sure. Also, 21st, 22nd, 23rd. Now, these are the dates when you will be having some extra focus on new things. You're maybe working through your workplace, your collaborations, your planning everything meticulously. You are into some there can be some technical glitches that you're going to be figuring out, and you'll be actually responding to them and clearing them up also. There can be that you are serving others, you're sorting out some misunderstandings. So these are very good times. 21st, 22nd, 23rd. If you have to sort out things, go ahead. Any kind of communication is going to be favorable. 24th, 25th, just avoid any kind of conversations with any important decisions. See, you can't avoid, if you're working, you have to have the meetings, you have to have the communication, but avoid signing agreements during this time. It might just not be favorable, or maybe it is not going to be lasting. You have to change, or you have to maneuver, or you have to make certain changes during if you make any kind of agreement on the 24th, 25th. 26th, 27th is a time when you can have some health issues, some mental problem, stress is there, or you can have some, suddenly you feel that you are not getting clarity. So give it some time. You are stressed, you are burnt out, or maybe you're under the weather. So take care of your health during this time. 28th, 29th, and the 30th, these are the times when you can be traveling, you can be doing things for yourself. You might be just enhancing your skills, or you'll be meeting your guru, or you'll be seeking an astrological guidance. So it is definitely based on your personal chart. You should actually seek advice from the astrologer of your choice who can guide you through, because Sagittarius natives, your Jupiter is also in your Kendra right now. So you are definitely going to be making some bookings with the astrologer. You are thinking of seeking help and advice. So this is definitely going to be for you at the time 28th to the 30th. Okay, coming to the next sign, that is Capricorn. Capricorn, and change the chart. Okay, so for Capricorn natives, you have this transit of Mercury in your fifth house, and fifth house definitely is a very positive house for making decisions related to you, what you're thinking. The clarity that you are looking for, you will be getting during this time. And what exactly is the skill, the latent qualities that you have, you will be actually able to recognize them. You're thinking of taking up some rejuvenating activities, maybe some interest that you have, playing maybe you want to play squash. I love squash, so I always use that word, because that game is always on my mind, so I just love to mention it here also all the time. So if you want to specialize your skill, you want to take it up again, if you have left playing that flute, you just pick it up and you start playing that flute. Suddenly you feel that some intellectual subjects will start actually giving you that interest, the tendency to learn more. So that is something which you should be utilizing with Mercury's getting direct in the fifth house, because it was moving backwards to your fourth house. Any kind of change, if you would have made, it was an uneasy change, change of residence, change of subjects. So all that you have felt. But right now, this is definitely going to be a good time for enhancing your intellectual pursuits. And this can also bring about social activity. You will be meeting people even more, and you're going to be having some movements as well, some kind of health issues that you have to take care of. You might feel a little distracted to start with, then give it some time. You will be getting into that momentum in studies, in competition that you have to, since it's a pleasurable activities, it's here, the fifth house zone. So you will be inclined towards doing something which gives you the stress relief. Children, suppose we play with the children, we feel so nice, isn't it? When babies, especially, so you feel like getting into that zone where you want to unwind. So this is a very a positive time for starting any kind of new thing, new education, new subjects, new relationship, communication also. So this is a very positive time that you're heading to. I'm giving you a few dates. Make a note, especially from the 3rd to the 9th. Now, this is the time when you will be changing yourself, your persona, your perspective towards life. You're going to be thinking about growth. You have that on your mind already, that, how you can be more competitive, how you can be more communicative, how you can actually impress others. So all that is going on in your head. And the 3rd to the 9th, you will be stressing on those areas even more. And 10th to the 14th is the time when you'll be focusing on your wealth, on your expenditures. Expenditures might be on rise, but at the same time, you're definitely going to be enhancing the relationship quotient. You're going to be having that you're striking that kind of chemistry and bonding with your own people. You might eat something wrong, so just be careful about your food habits. It might just be, that you, because of your food habits, your dietary habits, you're having speech issues. You're not able to communicate properly. You have some problems. 15th, 16th, 17th. Now, these are the times to travel, to make decisions related to your communication, job change. Maybe, you're going to be traveling and for work. This is also the time to sell off your property and buy a new one, and form a connectivity with your own people around you. They're going to be helpful. And there can be that you are very mentally inclined to new experiences. You want to do things out of the box. You want to give lectures. You want to be more communicative. Maybe you're writing and receiving emails more on these dates, especially. 18th, 19th, and 20th is the time when you will be focusing more on your home front. You're changing, renovating your house, or maybe residence, you're going to be changing as well. And this is also going to be giving you some inclination to acquire more knowledge, innovation. You are going to be enhancing your skills maybe during this time. 21st, 22nd, 23rd is the time to get connected with your own self, the little child that you are, so just get connected with that child. You specialize your skills. This is also the time to get involved in some hobbies, some activities that actually help you improvise as a person. The stress relief is this time when you are 21st, 22nd, 23rd, if you are utilizing it. 24th, 25th, not a good time for health. Drive safely, communicate wisely, do not get involved in any kind of litigation. These 2 dates are not good. Maybe if you are into some kind of activity, it will give you some complications here and there. 26th and 27th, good time. Again, be more emotional towards people, understand your counterparts, business relation, or your partner, or you will be coming across a new partner maybe. 28th, 29th, 30th is the time to change your perspective towards what you're doing, conventional path. So you have to maybe leave it and start a new approach towards what you're doing. You have to break that monotony. So you will be getting that practical approach that you have. Now you're going to be taking it further up. So this is going to be the transit of Mercury getting direct light. And this definitely is going to be giving you good results. And if you are going to be communicative, if you're communicating wisely, this is the 5th house of intellect. So nothing is philosophical what I'm talking. It is all related to the horoscope and are confined to that only. Okay, coming to the next sign, that is Aquarius. Let's move on to Aquarius. So for Aquarius natives, this transit is happening over your 4th house, and 4th house will give you a lot of inclination towards house change, or maybe renovating your place. Because Mercury was in retrogression, you could not do it. You did it, you started something which actually came to a halt. So now it is going to get momentum. You're going to be very emotional in your speech, and whatever you communicate, you're going to be very concerned about those issues wherever you need that focus. Finding the key to the connection may solve any kind of difficulty with the people around you. You must actually contribute in their emotional front, so that you are also at peace. There is a certain kind of energy which is going on in your head, which is like how you can investigate things, how you can move further on. You're questioning yourself, where to go, what to do, where I can land up to, where I can understand myself so better. So seek help from your parents. They will actually guide you through. This is the time for discussion, correspondence, emotional movement, not just a superficial kind of a communication. 4th house is the house of mother. So you must communicate. See, in the 9th house, you have a Ketu. I see father, 9th house. So this is also, going to be giving you some kind of complications with your father. So you have to be actually taking the help of your mother, and she will be actually bridging the gap between you and your father. So take their help, take their advice, and things are going to get better. 3rd to the 9th is the time when you will be making a lot of travel plans. They might not actually happen, or you're moving away from the place where you are, or you're going away from your children, going away from your partner. And this can also be the time when you will be making a lot of investments, and also incurring losses. I shouldn't say that, but there is a possibility of losses. So be careful, be prepared. And also there is a good time for collaborations, especially from the 3rd to the 9th. 10th to the 14th is the time to start afresh, something new, something different, how you can be confident in your expression. You'll be learning that, how you communicate with people, that is also going to be there. Saturn in the 1st house makes you very indifferent. You might be feeling suddenly, indifferent towards life, towards people. And now is the time to understand the gravity, the depth of the job that you're doing. It should not be a superficial thing. You're going to be discussing major topics, which are interests you with people around you in a very intellectual manner. So this is also a very good time for lecturing, writing, teaching, studying, communicating, and also paying attention to your dress, diet, and hygiene. This is a very good time for doing all these things. Don't get arrogant. Don't get overboard in your indifferent approach towards people and life. It has to be having that kind of balance. Strike that balance. You should be actually understanding people even more. At the place of work, you will be actually getting a lot of workload now. You're going to be very busy. So this is the time when you should be utilizing your skills. Also from the 15, 16, 17, now these are the dates when you will be focusing more on your wealth, how you can grow wealth, how you can communicate and talk to people and generate more business, how you can take advice from the people who are better than you. All that is going to work through on the 15, 16, 17. Don't eat outside food. You might just fall sick on these 3 dates, or maybe you can have some skin rashes. 18th, 19th, 20th is the time when you will be having a lot of travel plans. Be careful about the travel plans. Don't get confused about your life, about your work. There can be that you will be receiving mails, or you're going to be writing mails. You'll be getting connected with your neighbors, your friends, your siblings. You have that mental stability and flexibility also. And this can also give you some kind of mental hesitation, nervousness also. You might be traveling, or maybe you will be coming across some complication on the road or any kind of trip. Maybe you're going in for some visa work and PR or GC. You're just not having the documents complete. So all that you have to be a little extra careful about on these dates, especially on the 18th, 19th, 20th. 21st, 22nd, 23rd is the time to get connected with your own self. How you can form a connectivity with the issues that require attention. You might be going in for some emotional bent of mind. You'll be going in for some emotional bent of mind towards your family members. You might be renovating your place, redoing your place, refurbishing, or maybe shifting out from the place you are, starting a new education, new subject, enhancing your skills, enhancing your knowledge, all that, or discussions, correspondence you will be enhancing during this time. 21st, 22nd, 23rd. 24th, 25th, you have to be really careful in your relationship, romance, love. That might suffer. You might make wrong choices, wrong decisions. You might get involved with somebody who is going to be involving you. It's a trap in some litigation. So do not give any kind of feeling to the other person about yourself, or don't disclose your cards. Don't show your cards. 26th, 27th is the time when you will be focusing more on your health, details, work, co-workers, healing sessions. You're going to be involved in emotionally with your people around you, your relatives, your friends also. Any kind of job change, if you're thinking of, you can do so on the 26th, 27th, but don't go overboard, or don't get carried away by your emotions. Lie low. 28th, 29th, 30th are the times when you will be forming a connection with the outside world. You will be meeting people, and you will be actually meeting some intellectual partner also, a partner of your choice. Maybe you'll be communicating with people, and you'll be getting good responses also, accolades, and people are going to actually appreciate you during this time. Any kind of debates or controversial issues should be avoided. Any kind of significant changes can be taken up also during this time. So these are the dates, and please follow them. Coming to the next sign, that is the last one, Pisces. Oops. So for Pisces natives, this transit is happening over your third house, and third house is the house of communication. It's about your travel plans. In case you have to make any kind of, you have to travel, you have to make calls, you have to make drop emails. So this is the house of communication. Any kind of debates or any kind of education, any kind of new things, new approach towards life, you can plan your future. Everything is going to be starting up now. You are going to be gaining that momentum, because Mercury was in retrogression and now it's going to be moving forward. So this is the time to actually enhance your skills. It is also the foundational period for investments in case you're thinking of take advice from the experts and go ahead with it. You have a Jupiter Mars also in your first house. So this is a very good time for purchasing of property. Anything related to your loans, litigations, you're going to be getting that decision. You are going to be making some right kind of choices during this time, whether you want to be in the relationship or you want to be away from this relationship. So that decision, that flexibility you're going to be getting, and there is some meticulous planning which is going to be taking place. I'm giving you a few dates, make a note and do tell me if there is anything which triggered up or happened as per the dates. Also be careful about making a signing of agreements and all, if you have to, because this Mercury is in retrograde period also, not to forget. But definitely you're going to be, if you have to get your visa done or anything related to your documentation, so you have to be doubly sure of when you're signing these contracts. From the 3rd to the 9th especially, you should be getting the investment sorted. You will be going in for heavy investments. Maybe your friends will be actually helping you understand what exactly is the right way to do it. So you are going to be getting involved in some kind of creativity and innovation and new approach towards your investments and how you can fulfill your desires and enhance your funds, financials as well. 10th to the 14th is the time when you can be going in for travels. You're going to be planning your house change, place change, foreign collaborations, expenditures on rise. There can be certain losses when you're traveling. Health issues can come up, or you're going to be seeing those people who are in the hospital during this time, especially. 15th to the 17th is the time when you are meticulously planning your communication, how you can be more self-expressive, how you can be how you can justify your curiosity, intellectual self-confidence, self-expression, how you can communicate your ideas. You have that sense of communication and competitiveness also. Maybe you will be getting connected with your co-workers, neighbors, your friends. These are going to be enhanced. Communication is going to be enhanced, but do not get carried away. Do not be more egoistic, or there can be the complications due to that ego clashes. So the communication has to be really, really very cautious. 18th to the 20th, you will be communicative, but yeah, you will have to be a little cautious also because of your arrogance. You can fall prey to the problems with your people. 18th, 19th, and 20th is the time when you can be going in for some productivity, how you can enhance your business, how you can enhance your skills, how you can be involved in the activities where you can generate more funds. You'll be participating in the training programs, how you can improve your financials. So this is the time you should not fall prey to the Rahu energy in the second house. You should not make any decisions which are not sure shot. Do not just go by the word, that this you should be doing and you'll be enhancing your funds, your financials. Do not get carried away. Think logically and then make decisions. Okay, that clear understanding has to be there, especially on the 18th, 19th, 20th. 21st, 22nd, 23rd is the time when you will be going in for some lectures, receiving letters, or some accolades. You will be actually communicating. There will be some major mental inclinations towards acquiring more knowledge, your skills enhancement. You are going to be thinking of growth, how you can bring more of work which can actually give you more enhancements. So you are focused on the rise actually. 24th, 25th is not a good time for changing your job, changing your place. Avoid these 2 dates. Of course, your personal chart plays the role if you're having the dasha and all also of Mercury, but still, because Mercury is your 4th lord and also the 7th lord, so you should be careful. Do not pick up any kind of argument during this time. You might be very emotional also during these 2 days. 26th, 27th is the time to go in for some hobbies, entertainment, or innovative ideas that you have got, or maybe you really need to unwind. You need to go in for some practices where you are going to enhance yourself as a person. How you connect with yourself, the bonding with yourself, that is very essential. So you will be spending more time in entertainment, innovation. You will come up with some great ideas during this time. You will be actually very creative. and you will be getting connected with your children, or childbirth is also quite likely during these 2 dates. 28, 29, 30th is the time for actually, any kind of details that you want to get into, the depth of everything. You will be more focused on your health, your work, how you can actually figure out what is pulling you down. So these 3 dates, you must actually understand what is the tension that you're having, what is the root cause of it. Take care of your physical health. There can be that you're getting caught up in that cycle, of physical health and mental health, and there is a stress related worries that you're going to be happening. So go to the source. What is causing the health issues for you? For you, this is a very important time to understand, and you will be actually clearing it up as well. Some misunderstandings with your coworkers, which is causing you the trouble, is also quite likely. So you'll be clearing that blockage as well. So this is what the Mercury direct motion is going to be giving us all the results. And if at all you have any planet which is in retrogression in your chart, you should actually see how far is that planet from this Mercury. And if it is it on the verge of changing signs? Is it going to be getting direct, or is going to be demoted? So you can just go to the Panchang and you will get all the details. Anyways, that's just a short tip towards the end. But it has a depth, in it. Any kind of statement that I make, it is not just the statement. It is having the whole gist of the planetary positions. So just have a great Mercury direct movement. I hope you all have right kind of choices to make, and you make right kind of decisions during this Mercury getting direct, that logical Mercury. Thank you so much for watching. Om Tat Sat.